Bwong. Holy crap.
There we go.
So we have to go.
Hello, everyone. Yes. I don't know. Do you want to restart now?
I think we sort of... I don't know. I'd say, is it starting it? Was it doing a cinematic? I don't know how this game works well enough. We should probably start over.
This is Isaac.
This is Taryn.
2 Men and a Mic here playing
Super Meat
Meat Boy. And I'm keeping all of that in, so...
Okay. This is our sort of introductory Hello World video. We just wanted to introduce ourselves, give you a little bit of background, and tell you why we started, and a little bit of what we'll be doing.
And before we go on, I know Super Meat Boy, old game. Nobody really cares about it anymore except for people who really like Super Meat Boy.
But there's a purpose.
But there's a purpose, yes. Taryn and I have discussed doing a channel
off and on
for years.
Never really any kind of serious thought behind it, though. It's just like, that would be kind of fun.
The biggest part of it for both of us is definitely those lore videos that are on our channel here as well. But
side note, I love that you just keep dying exactly the same
spot.
Shut up. Not even around the same spot, exactly the same spot.
That's right. This is not repeated video. This is one consistent video. I have no idea how to get that band-aid, and I don't even care.
Screw the band-aid. You're just saving the band-aid, lady.
Anyway, so, one day I was playing Super Meat Boy, like I am now, and
I had nothing better to do, and for whatever reason was just sitting there watching.
And we finally got talking about it, and we were like, hey, let's finally do it, and we really enjoyed talking here and chatting with each other, like just a gaming channel, and we figured we could do both. I realized I don't have to watch that.
You can skip through that?
I can just ignore it.
Oh. I didn't know that. I watched him play this that one time. That was it. I've never touched this game. I don't know all the rules. I missed the opening cutscene. He had to explain to me what was happening and why he's rescuing the bandage lady from the fetus man in a jar with a suit, because reasons.
All of that is accurate 100% to the story. Like, that is the story of this game.
Fetus punch!
But so we talked about it, during that time, and this was months ago.
Yeah, this has been probably
6 months?
5 or 6?
No, 5 or 6?
No, it would have been 5 by now.
It would have been 5, yeah. So yeah. 5 from when we're recording this. Yeah, we'll see when we release it.
5 from when this is being recorded, which hopefully is not more than like a month before we get this out there.
Hopefully.
What are you dying on? Is that just?
I think they're just bony spike things.
Like that just a giant bed of nails? Like, what are we looking at here?
I have no idea.
I probably shouldn't lean towards the mic when I do that.
I don't know. Maybe they could actually hear you. So
vengeance is silent.
And so, we talked about it, and we finally did decide. We were like, we're really going to do this. We're really going to go for it.
Because what had happened was we were just, like I said, I wasn't doing anything, and so I was just kind of watching him play, and we chatted about this and about other things, and we just kind of chewed the fat for like an hour or something. And we realized, like, the conversation itself was fun. Obviously, we enjoyed it, or we wouldn't have been talking. But also, it was the kind of thing like that we would see, occasionally on gaming channels and that sort of stuff, especially with more than one person. And there was also the thought that it's like, it just arbitrarily speaking, it'd be kind of cool to record these times for just us, for posterity, to be able to look back and say, hey, that happened. And if we could maybe give you guys a laugh or some entertainment along the way, then that's a fan that propels you in the air! That's awesome!
It's also deadly.
Well, I figured that. I mean, it's a whirling blade of death, obviously, because look at this game. But it shoots you in the air! That's sweet!
Oh, neat. Alright.
No, we're not.
You're so fun.
I know, right? Bad puns and word humor for the win.
Oh,
You'll get more of that.
Oh,
I'm
so
sorry.
much puns.
I have-
the puns will be everywhere, and
I
it'll
have
be
a love
amazing.
of puns, and if you don't, I
You
apologize
don't,
a
yeah.
little bit. Just a little bit, though.
Just a little bit. He loves puns. I don't think
I
there's
do.
a son of a, I don't think there's a single time since he's known of puns' existences that he hasn't been a punny man.
I enjoy puns. I don't like go out of my way to do puns, but I enjoy them, and I'll throw them at things if they're there. And
If they're there and they're obvious and they're one of those, this needs to be said, he's the person who's, this needs to be said, so I'm saying it.
like, yeah. But no, I am that guy who has dad humor, despite the fact that I'm nope.
Nope.
Not even a little bit. So yeah.
But yeah, so we, like he said, we were chewing the fat and just, talking. We had. I honestly don't remember why he was just sitting there. I think he was just bored, and he's like, I don't want to do anything.
I think I was tired. I just got home from work or something.
And
it was a big day.
Yeah, so he just sat there and so many me's.
So many me's. Isn't that a different?
That
game?
is a different game.
With
So
little
many
green blob
me,
people?
the green blob people, yeah, who turn into rocks.
They're all me and rocks and wait, what? Yeah.
So we were sitting there and we're like, we really enjoy this. And the other thing is, we've both individually and together thought about doing those lore videos that we're doing. It's just this cool idea that not a lot of people really either know about the lore, read it, care to, but
or get a chance to.
In
the case of certain games which shall not be named. I have a vendetta.
Yeah, he does.
But I'm not the only one.
And everyone hates that game for that reason. Like,
No.
It's a
I'm
good
not gonna-
game,
I'm not
but
gonna say.
it's-
I'm not even gonna say that everyone hates that game. It's just people who are actually the go through and read the entire codex types, like me.
Yeah,
Look at that game and go, why? Why isn't it in here?
Chad. But yeah, yes. And I'm sure if you have any idea, if you've played the game, you know exactly what we're talking about, and that's great.
We're not mentioning it because one, there's no reason to, and two, we're really not bad mouthing it. We enjoy that game.
We do.
It's fine.
It's a fun game.
That particular aspect annoys me.
Yeah,
a lot.
It is an annoying thing.
Is he
But
just
yeah,
pouring blood out
I
of
think
these
he's just
canisters?
pouring blood. I have no idea.
Is he trying to drown the meat man who leaks blood in blood? Oh.
Oh, hi, Chad.
Oh. Why does the blood glob have teeth?
Because he's Chad.
And it's like fuzzy!
Oh, I've seen this level. Oh, that's not good.
He's
Oh, what am I
fuzzy!
supposed to do here? He is fuzzy.
What is this factory?
Ah!
You just got meat glommed.
I think he ate me.
I do too.
Okay. What were we saying?
We were talking about the lore thing.
Oh yeah, lore stuff. So, our plan is to, release those lore videos. We want to give the opportunity to people who either didn't have the opportunity or just chose not to, but are actually interested in the awesome backstory of these worlds, because video games have an amazing backstory, just the worlds. Like the game creators put so much time and effort into that, and we want to be the ones who are supporting that and being like, yes, we know that you're doing this and it's an awesome thing, and please keep doing it, and we will continue doing this.
Yeah, we want to give it a shout out. We want to expose people to some of the stuff that maybe for whatever reason they didn't have a chance or opportunity to get involved with on their own or the first time or what have you, because like Isaac says, there's a lot of games that put a lot of work and detail into the backstory of either situations that are going on in a specific area or the world building in general, things like that. You look at games like Mass Effect and Dragon Age, and they have pages and pages and pages of world history and backstory and world building and culture stuff and things on how magic works or the science works or the history of this, that, or the other that are all interesting and give you, a more complete or fully developed and interesting look into the red stuff kills you.
Yes, it does, apparently.
Good to know. Just to give you a better, more complete look into what's going on, or in the world at large, or helps you understand things, or in some cases, you know, like with Dragon Age, for example, minor spoiler for older, well, not old game, but for a game that most people have probably played by now.
It's an old game, dude. You realize that's 360.
We're playing Super Meat Boy right now. You can't call Dragon Age old by comparison.
Okay.
At least not the third one.
That's true. No, the third one. That's definitely true. Yeah. Okay.
Anyway, you know, if you're reading all the lore and stuff and paying attention, it sort of hints at the fact that you don't find out who. Oh crap! Something there. Solus. You don't find out who Solus is till right around the end of the game. It's not really spelled out, and then it's not technically spelled out until the DLC comes out. But if you're reading all the lore and paying attention to what they have before you added with his interactions with things, you can kind of figure out beforehand. It's like, oh, you're not just some schmuck farmer kid who did a really deep study into magic on his own. It's like, no, you're a lot older than that. But, you know, things like that, or the history behind this and that and the other thing. And I've said that already. I'm repeating myself. But, yeah,
well,
you know, so there's all this work that people put into stuff and want to not only show that for them, but also for you guys, because it's often really good. You look at games that didn't get a lot of hype, like Kingdoms of Amalur.
Oh, man. And Kingdoms of Amalur, and I played a little bit of it. I'll admit it. I didn't play that game too much. But the little bit that I did, the books that were in there were awesome. The backstory for that world was bomb diggity, and that's the first time I've ever said that, and that'll be the last time I ever say that.
Bomb diggity.
But it was awesome, and I mean, you know, like Taryn was saying about the, you know, the pages of stuff. You know, Skyrim is the greatest example I can think of.
Literal books everywhere.
Literal books everywhere. And I've spent the last, since we started talking about this, since I got the new version of Skyrim that came out for the Xbox One that has all the stuff for it and everything. Yeah, that one. Since then, I've done basically nothing except for complete enough of the story that I can continue and go and get more books and more books and more books and more books. And I, since it has the Hearthstone DLC, I went and I made myself a library inside of the Skyrim world, inside of my house, and that library is almost full already. And, you know, that's not even a 16th of the amount of books that are in this, you know, world.
And that's just backstory.
Yeah, it's all just background stuff that it's not necessarily important to the story, but it's awesome, you know. This is a story that happened in this world that we decided to write to give you more feeling towards this existence, and we just want to showcase it. So.
Fleshing out the world or characters, or just telling an awesome story that you wouldn't otherwise get.
Yeah.
And we think that stuff is cool, and we feel like we're probably not the only ones. We looked into that. Other people enjoy that sort of thing.
Yeah, I've been ridiculously surprised, actually. So I've obviously been telling people that I've been planning on doing this for a little while now, and basically I think there's been one person who's been like, but even they were like, that still sounds pretty cool. But basically everyone I'm telling, they're like, oh man, that sounds awesome. I can't wait to, you know, read those, because I love those stories, but, you know, they either don't have the time, or, you know, they get tired of reading, or whatever their reason is for not reading that lore.
Maybe it's a cool one that's locked behind something obnoxious.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that'll be fun to deal with, whether that's due to game mechanical restrictions or actual, you know, game story restrictions. We will do our best to include those. But yeah, so was there anything else specifically? Some of it.
Oh yeah, so we do plan to be making both sort of let's play style videos like the one you're watching now, as well as
he got in the way.
Sad Blood Death. He spooked you right into the dead water.
He spooked me right into the dead water, and I decided to watch the recording, which has a bit of a latency, and that was smart. Brilliant. Yes.
Yeah, so he's got into the screen right next to him to make sure that everything's recording properly, you know. good idea. It's fine. Unless you're going to look at it.
Unless I'm just going to play off of that. Because, yeah, it has like a 0.5 second latency between my button pushes and seeing it on that screen.
Isaac's just standing here. He's like, this is too easy. Let's play hard mode. I'll give myself a delay. Because why not?
There are some games I do that with. This is not one of them. In fact, if you've seen our full intro video with us talking about how we'll fail.
Our introduction video, yes.
Yeah. That scene from Super Meat Boy is reminiscent. It's not the exact one, unfortunately, but when Taryn and I were talking about this 4 or 5 months ago, I had my first legitimate close to rage quit moment, which was me going after
it was
this.
that scene with the floating. What's the floating black meat boy?
I don't know, the floating black meat boy.
The rainbow guy in like the garbage suit. That.
But so that, and I was going after that freaking Band-Aid, and I went after that Band-Aid, and I went after it, and I went after it, and I went after it, and I died so many times that I swear we spent a good 20 minutes of me just dying over that again and again and again, and I think I was about 3 deaths away from throwing the controller and being done.
And that was after he decided to quit already. I'm like, no, you almost got it that time. Just try a couple more times.
Yep.
And
so
I'm laughing hysterically. He died so many times that we discovered that this game will not keep track of all of your deaths.
Nope.
At a certain point, it tops out.
Yeah, I think it's like 20, maybe.
Yeah, I don't know what the number was. We just know it's like, no, you died more times than that.
Yep, I know I died like way more times than that. And so, due to that fact and knowing that it really was an event that happened, we decided to re-record it for that video. The issue is that I'm like, yeah, I can do this. So I record a couple fails.
I actually forgot about that already.
I record a couple fails, and then I'm like, oh, that's enough. And then I spend the next 5 to 10 minutes failing legitimately and getting to that point to get that freaking footage for you guys. And I was just like, are you... Yeah.
So he almost did it again,
yeah.
Which is amazing. I say from the comfort of my not playing this game chair.
Okay, that's it. You guys are getting...
No! We're not done with the video yet!
I know,
Finish!
but I'm sure they're getting tired of this level. I can play other levels, that's all.
Give it 2 more shots, and then we'll give them the relief of a different level that maybe you don't suck at so much.
That maybe I don't suck at so much. Okay. We'll try that then. But yeah, so we're really looking forward to doing this for you guys, and obviously for us. Like, this is not, this is not unenjoyable for us.
This isn't just, well, we must give this service to the people. It's what they've demanded, says no one.
Says no one ever at all. We want someone to read all the lore ever and, record it for us.
Can you imagine the town hall meeting? We have decided, as the people, we have a 500 signature petition here to ensure that the lore of games be read to the masses. We need it, we want it, we demand it. We have rights. Thank you.
And goodbye. But so, obviously this is very much for us, because there's plenty of lore, especially in Skyrim, that neither of us have read, Taryn especially. Taryn hates Skyrim.
I don't hate Skyrim. I'm just not a fan like everyone else.
No, to be fair, his emotional state about Skyrim was pre-spoiled by Morrowind.
So was everyone who played Morrowind. I don't know a single person who liked Morrowind.
I know one person.
I know dozens of people who like literally every other Elder Scrolls game, but no one likes Morrowind. You gotta love the jump scroll. But other than that,
yeah,
if you played Morrowind, you know what I'm talking about. It was the only good. Anyway, I don't want to induce that much internet rage on myself from episode 1.
Right?
We'll let that build up. But on that note, so we were talking about we're going to be doing Let's Plays. We're going to be doing lore of various games. We have several of both planned of games we want to do, of games we want to do lore from, specific lore we want to do. But please, in this video and other videos, feel free in comments to let us know what things you want to see. What do you want to see us play? What games do you want to hear the lore from?
Literally,
what specific lore do you want to hear about? Maybe, you know, if you're in Skyrim, you want us to read out the Winter Queen,
Wolf Queen,
Wolf Queen,
something.
You know, maybe you like that one. Maybe from Mass Effect, you want the story of how humanity found its way into the galactic realm. Not realm.
The big ring thing.
No, just there's a word on the galactic stage.
Oh, okay.
Versus just back home. Maybe other games you want to hear this or that. Maybe you want some history of Kings of Amalur. Maybe there's stuff from I don't know, Sunset Overdrive you want to hear about.
And you know, everything. If you want to hear, and I have a copy of this on my character. If you want to hear my character in WoW.
Oh, I just heard like D&D in my.
No.
I have a copy of this on my character. I'm like, what?
No, I have a copy of this on my WoW character. If you want to hear us read, you know, the what is it, the erotic Taran novel?
No.
I will read it. Taran might not, but I will 100% read that because it's one of the funniest things I've ever read in a game.
Okay, real quick, for people who don't know, because that sounds awful, there are a series of book pieces in WoW, World of Warcraft, that are all puns. Well, not puns. They're all parodies of your crappy erotica novels. The one he's referring to specifically is about Ataran and like the things called Got Milk. So you can understand what the, you know, it's not as terrible as it sounds, and it never gets explicit.
And it never gets explicit. It actually ends with
it usually ends with some kind of dumb joke.
It either ends with a dumb joke, or it ends with you feel like too embarrassed to continue reading, and therefore they ended the story and require you to stop reading.
Yeah, because that's all there is. So just let it be known, we're not pledging to read erotica on this.
No, not at all. Not
channel
actual legit
at all.
As Taryn glares at me. Yes, no legit erotica will be read on here. It's just the comedy parody ones in WoW that I've read and found funny.
If that's what you want.
If that's what you want, and please.
If the people do.
Please, every video, I don't care if it's this one of our lore videos, if it's our intro video, please comment and let us know, what do you want to hear, what do you want to see, because that's what we want to do for you. We don't, you know, like, yeah, we have a lot of plans, and our first few videos will already be pre-recorded, and so we might not get to your demands immediately.
Yeah, well, I mean, realistically, we have to have some stuff planned to get going, but and we'll continue to plan things, obviously. But, you know, we would very much like to know what you'd be interested in seeing.
Yeah, because you guys are who we're doing this for. I mean, without viewers, there's no reason to post these. We could easily just record them for no reason.
If we wanted to record these just for ourselves, we could do that. And leave it at home and be fine. And it would be easier because there's all these rules that we have to abide by to post these online that we wouldn't for just ourselves. So yeah, no, please, we do this. You know, it may sound cheesy or what have you, but we do this for you. Here, we've got not a lot of time left.
Oh, are you gonna try it?
Schedule.
We have about 25 seconds left.
I will. No, gosh!
As he appears right under you. Haha.
Aha.
If you push and hold X, you run.
Oh, cool. Yeah. So I'm playing this for the first time.
Playing this on the first time that I've been playing for 20 minutes. Also, guys, I'm sorry that this is our first video and me dying over and over again, but I hope you enjoyed the commentary.
There'll be a lot more of dying soon. If you really liked this video, if you want to see more of what we're going to be doing, please like the video. Like we've been saying, comment about the things you'd like to see.
And if you want to see those things that you're commenting about, you know, subscribe, and it'll notify you when we post a video.
Yeah. We'd love to hear more from you. We hope to entertain you in the future and bring together, you know, great people to enjoy lore and gameplay and garbage runs of things like Meat Boy, because I don't know what the crap I'm doing.
In the meantime, thank you guys so much for joining us today. I hope you enjoyed.
This is a lot harder than it looks, for the record.
Yeah, it is.
I didn't realize how terrible it is to try and jump up this platform, and oh my gosh!
This has been Two Men and a Mic, signing off.
Oh, I can't go out that way. No. Yes. Yes.